Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, mini Motorways. Let's go to Dubai for today's daily challenge. We will start with 4 traffic lights. That's all we get. And we'll get double roundabouts. That's fine. That's good. It seems a solid challenge, to be honest with you. And by solid, I mean very kind and generous to the player. And, you know, as challenges go, the real challenge is just going to be playing mini Motorways. Because, honestly, how often do you need more than 4 traffic lights? Hi, Nora. Hello. Oh, you are very meowy this morning. I am reasonably sure you have food. So, we'll figure out what you want at some point. It is probably to be a kitty cat. Is there a tiny floofy ball right here? No, there is not. Okay, hold on. I have to sniffle. There, I sniffled. I, as you may have been able to infer, have the sniffles, which isn't great. I don't feel amazing, but hey, it is Monday. It is the first day back of an ostensibly full work week since before Christmas, really. So, you know, a little bit of tired and bleh is to be expected, I suppose. Hulkamat, of course, was here first. Let's take a bridge. Bridges are important, after all. Hulkamat was here first. Good morning, Hulkamat. He says, Goog is here to talk about all the happenings of New Japan Professional Wrestling's New Year's Dash, which apparently is going on right now, the traditional show that happens the day after the traditional January 4th Tokyo Dome show. Apparently, Callum Newman is very annoyed that Will Ospreay came out to greet his old group after he's been carrying it on his back for the last year. That seems like an interesting development for Callum Newman, a professional wrestler I'm sure exists and has existed and has been doing things. And I knew Will Ospreay was in Japan because he was one of a great many individuals who came and showed and paid their respects to Hiroshi Tanahashi, who retired, who had his final match yesterday as part of Wrestle Kingdom. That's what they call it. I know things. Tanahashi had his final match. He wrestled Okada. From what I saw, Okada won, which is mildly surprising, but you know. You got to put that young whippersnapping up-and-comer Kazuchika Okada. You got to get him over. You got to get Okada going, really. All right. What was I doing here? Oh, my Nightbot is still active. Listen, that's a good idea. We should probably go to nightbot.tv and disable the timers and such from our subathon. By the way, thank you everyone for the subathon. We did one of those over the weekend. I'm just going to go ahead and toggle those enabled switches off so that Nightbot stops plugging the subathon I'm not doing anymore. Let's see here. You come this way. We're going to have these 5, I can count. These 5 greens go off here, and then these 2 greens swing out thusly. We could have pulled from here and then had these go down and around, but this is going to be a little bit quicker to get over to here and roughly equivalent to get over this way. So I think this is fine. We'll have a pink come up here, reward us for taking our second bridge. Well, another bridge. We have many bridges. I don't know, man. I'm tired and sniffly, so again, hold on. Bleh. Bleh, says the Goog. Oh, God, the subathon was an awful lot of fun. Good morning, Sam. Samurai Sam is here. Thank you again to Sam and to Hulkamat and to everyone who gifted subs, gave bits during the subathon. Hey, Clancy the Crow gave me a shout out. Santa gave us a shout out after we rated Santa at the end of the subathon. This is true. Yay, subs indeed. Thus says the cheerful dominatrix. Thus saith we all. Am I right? Am I right? No? Alright, fine. You come over here, up. Yellow go that away. These yellows go into this business. Doot and doot and doot. We got beiges going this way. Alright. Also, nothing else in the world happened other than the subathon this past weekend. Obviously. Clearly nothing else has taken place, and nothing we need to comment on or express opinions about, or... Oh, man. Oh, man. Definitely not. Definitely nothing happening. I'm old enough to remember. This is going to be the back in my day of all time. Back in my day, when the United States wanted to conquer, I don't know why I sound like Bill Clinton here, but we're gonna go with it. Back in my day, when the United States of America wanted to conquer a sovereign nation so as to seize control of its oil companies and distract from its massively unpopular, woefully incompetent, actively criminal president, they spent upwards of 6 months trying to convince the world that sovereign nation had nuclear weapons. They sent Colin Powell to the United Nations to justify George W. Bush's "I'ma steal me some oil and also get revenge on the folk who tried to kill my daddy" war. They sent Colin Powell to the UN to justify that. This time, they just kind of did it. They started by murdering civilians and then claiming those civilians were drug dealers. And, well, haven't been any consequences yet. You know? We'll see. Sure is fun. Sure is fun. Ancient Chinese curses are the best kind of curses, aren't they? Anyway, we got this purple going up over to this way. I'm gonna have to activate the Goog references the horrors button. We should have like a counter on stream, something I can hit. It has been days since Goog somewhat obliquely referenced the horrors. Oh Lord! All right, you come here, go up that way. These pinks will serve that business. This pink will serve this business. You go there. All right. We got a little bit of a problem regarding these yellows and this yellow circle. Like what I'd love to do. Hold on. Can I do that? Hold on. Wait a second. I can totally do this. I just realized I can totally do stuff. Specifically, I can totally do... Oh. Wait. Well, hold on. Hold. I can do different stuff. I can't quite do the stuff I intended to do, but I can indeed do stuff. Also, there's a second green one spawned over this way, so I don't really need another green to serve this. So yeah, we can just kind of zoom this way, bulldoze that tree. Sorry about that tree. And then U5 go that away. That'll be fine. And that in turn allows me to bring these two over to here. And now we have 4 yellows, which can be very quickly as many as 6 yellows if we need it to be, serving this circular business, which is nice and good and amazing, I think. This green here, yeah, I mean, we've got 2 right here. And this dude is literally spawning on your doorstep. So I think it's a little bit gross. It's a little bit gross. You're going to have to get a mop and clean that. But, you know, you can come over here and be the 6th house in service of this business. That should just be fine. Had another pink spawn over here. Serve that. That'll be fine. You yellows are going to go on a trip. You're going to come up here, go over there, and then I think you're just going to beeline for the water. Eventually get up and serve that business. That leaves me with all of 4 road tiles. So, yeah, I think I am actually going to take the 30 instead of the 3rd motorway, given that I haven't used either of the first 2 yet. And right on cue, it's time to use a motorway. Amazing. All right. Peel a couple of beiges off that away. Motorway number 1, straight shot due northly. There you go. All right. Ow. Ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Green down here will be serviced by think I'm going to yoink these 2 greens, actually. We're just going to take... Oh, hi. A couple of beiges spawn here. That means we don't actually need this motorway. Yay. Let's do some repositioning. First of all, we're going to come down here, lower this beige. Lower this road, rather. Cut those yellows down through this way. That'll be fine. That, in turn, allows me to swing... Actually, we point that there. We're going to continue just ever so slightly chopping things up for these yellows here. Do this in such a way as to allow this to happen. Hooray. You come over to here, pop that motorway out of existence, point you that way, serve the circle. Yellow through here once this motorway goes away, which it will as soon as that car gets home. Green there, and do that. Samurai Sam would like to know the Goog's top 3 Balatro tarot cards. Obviously, that is context specific. There are times when damn near any of them are useful. I am going to say, I am going to apply some lessons I've learned from Raffle. Raffle is a very popular Balatro YouTuber, streamer, that sort of thing. If you are aware of the video game Balatro and watch videos of it on the internet, you have, I'm sure, seen his work. He's quite good. Let's see here. Some lessons learned from Balatro, which, listen, I'm actually going to use Raffle's stream for getting better at Balatro, which is something he actively discourages. And yet, here we go. First of all, before we do that, we're going to run a big, enormous, stupid road, like so, and I'm literally 1 tile short. Bop that, bop that. These 2 beiges serve this beigeness up here. All right, my number 1 is Temperance. Temperance is an amazing Balatro card. It gives you money equivalent to the value of all of your jokers. You get deep in a run, you get some fancy polychrome jokers, you happen to have gotten legendary and pulled yourself a Yorick or something, you got a legendary, you've got a whole bucket of money on account of having some Temperance. Temperance is a great joker. Temperance is an amazing joker. We're going to take these 2 purples right here. For similar reasons, my number 2 is the Hermit. The Hermit is a joker, is a tarot card rather. I said the Temperance is an amazing joker. Yeah, tarot card. You know what I mean. Temperance is an amazing value in a human being and tarot card in Balatro. Let's see here. This yellow over here is annoying, mostly in that it exists. Let's give this a bit of thought. I think what I'm going to do, just as instinct here, is we're going to redraw this pink road to come up here, serve that, and then, foop. Once that's done, oh, you've gone circular. That is annoying. All right. Well, first of all, this yellow business way over here is going to be served by these 3 yellows, who will take motorway number 2 and swing all the way in that way. That's cool. Next, what I'm going to do is draw this pink to get these pinks up that way. Doot. And, no. Doot. And, actually, I was going to do this so as not to do the tight hairpin corner, but that's so much longer. That's so much longer. I can't actually justify that. Okay. So you point that way, you point this way. All of these yellows still serve this newly rounded circle up this way. Hey, another yellow there. All right. My number 2 Joker tarot card is the Hermit. The Hermit is a wonderful tarot card. It doubles your present money up to $20. If it just straight doubled your money, it would be absurd. It would be broken, and people would get tens of thousands of dollars even more easily than they presently do. But the Hermit gives you $20, which is great. And then, my number 3 is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man will chop a couple cards out of your deck. And listen, early on in a run, none of these are amazing, right? If you get like, I mean, if you get a Hermit Ante 1, you can hang on to a Hermit until you get 20, and all of a sudden you have $40. And you can hang on to a Temperance, or you can pop it early for a quick infusion of $5 or what have you. And the Hanged Man, if you go from 52 cards to 50, the Hanged Man is not an amazing tarot card. But my point is, all of these, once you have any idea what you're doing with your run, is absurd. It's incredible. It's incredible deck building. It's incredible, having money. The way you get lucky in Balatro is a lot like the way you get lucky in life, by having money. The only difference between Balatro and life is that you can actually see results by trying hard and again, like investing your money and holding on to your money and seeing interest pay dividends and growing your wealth quickly through reasonably ethical means. That's the difference between Balatro and life. But the fact that you don't get luck, you buy luck, that's a very similar situation between Balatro and real life. Okay, let's hold on here for just a moment. Your purples come down here. Sam says he tries to hold on to at least a bit of money so you can get a Hermit payoff. I would give you just straight up, here's some advice for how to get better at Balatro, Sam. If you're in a situation where you can, like, as soon as you are alive and moving into a run, you should be holding on to the interest threshold. Every single shop, every single round, you should be, you start at, $25 for $5 interest after every round. And then, you can get jokers you can get jokers that boost that. There are what is it? Vouchers that raise the interest cap first to $10, which means 50, and then $20, which means 100. And if you just hold at the interest cap and then spend down to the interest cap, most of the time you're gonna find you have very good results because you're finding very good stuff, because you have more chances to roll. You have more chances to roll the shop. You have more chances to buy things. You do better. You have more chances to buy packs and then not open them, which feeds into Red Card, which is a great joker. You have more chances to buy and use tarot cards, which feeds into I think it's called Fortune Teller, the joker that gives you plus X mult, where X is the number of tarot cards you've used in a run. And listen, that's not an astoundingly amazing joker or anything. I probably like it more than I should, which is why I'm referencing it here. But it's a good joker for situations, obviously. The problem with Fortune Teller is by the time you get so deep into a run that it is giving you notable plus X mult, you really ought to be doing times X mult. Like, oh boy, I've used 25 tarot cards, I get plus 25 mult. By the time you've used 25 tarot card, your base hand that you play all the time should be giving you at least, 15 to 20 mult just from planet packs, which means that you should really be multiplying that. But hey, I still think Fortune Teller is a good joker. I'm not the best Balatro player in the world. Draw what connection from that you will. I have not taken roundabouts a single time, by the way. I think the reason I haven't is that the game keeps offering me better, more interesting stuff. Like, I've never been in a situation where I have 50 spare road tiles and it's saying, hey, do you want 2 roundabouts or do you want 30 road? I'm always like, do I want 2 roundabouts or do I want a bridge? Yeah, I want a bridge. Oh, yeah. So those are my top 3 tarot cards. Temperance, the Hermit, and the Hanged Man. Sam's least favorite thing is when all you need is a mult joker and the game will not give you a mult joker. Yeah, they're like, you get really deep into runs that have super high potential, and it's like, well, if I get this one exact joker, this can keep going for a while, and that's unlikely to happen a lot of the time. But there are also instances where you're just like, well, yeah, that sure is a Baron when I'm not doing a Baron build. I haven't been playing high card and filling my deck with kings this time. Joke's on me, I guess. Oh, hey. It's another song in this playlist that turns out to have lyrics. Damn you, song that was added for chill lo-fi beats and turns out to have lyrics. Curse you. All right, here's a third bridge. All right, I'm going to go against my point, and I'm going to take 2 roundabouts instead of a third bridge. Watch me die for want of a third bridge. I am also going to reclaim a motorway here real quick because I've got all these purples that aren't really doing nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw this road here and then chop and kill motorway number 3, actually. Now, this business up here got mad, and to that I say, the fuck? The fuck are you doing getting mad, this business up here? You've got 6 houses dedicated to the love, care, service, and maintenance of your stupid face. Alright. Are you okay now? Do you want a 7th house? Would a 7th house make you feel better? Here, have a 7th house. You dipshit. God. This beige down here is getting by just fine, rather, with 4. With 4 houses, is it fine? You 7 houses, not fine. Grumble, 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 come fuck you. Alright, you go over here. We'll have this awkward nonsense point ultimately into this business. I could make that a traffic light, actually. Yeah, let's make this a traffic light. So we boop that like so. We toss a PCTL right there at the doorstep of that business. That should maybe possibly be okay. Next, I'm going to pull down these 2 pinks here, and we're going to hook them ultimately into the road going up to this circle. That should be fine. I could redraw this road, actually. Hold on. Yeah, let me do that. We're going to redraw this road, actually. Voop, and voop, voop. We'll do that, and then that. That'll get 1 more pink house involved up toply there. Okay. So you go up that. We'll do a motorway. And I think, for the most part, things have maybe settled down. Hopefully, possibly. I'm a little bit worried about this yellow circle here. This yellow circle here appears dangerous. Let's see. We've got a few beiges right down here presently doing nothing. So let's have them do, I don't know, something. The 1, 2, 3 of you will serve that in that manner. You go there, you go there. We got 5 going in here. Is it time for a proper east to west roundup? I think we'll do us a proper east to west roundup. We've got our easternmost business is this one right here, which is presently being served, by these 4 purple houses right here. We can actually make that a little bit better, I think, by grabbing these 4 instead. I'm just gonna do that and Chopsky here. And now we have a shorter road with the same number of houses. That's going to be even better for this business, which was already just fine. Let's be honest. Next, actually, the longer I look at this, the more I hate it. So let's do something. Let's do literally anything different, I think. What we're going to do is we're going to put you over there, grab you, and the 1, 2, 3 of you are going to hop motorway number 3, and we're just going to do that. There. That might be a little bit technically needless use of a motorway, but I think it's fine. I also think it's getting on time to use one of our first roundabouts, because I noticed that these purples right here, there's basically no rest space here. There's no like extra car sitting in driveway. All of these houses are just constantly churning out fellas, and if you're just constantly churning out fellas, eventually you run out of fellas. So actually, I was going to do something else, but then I realized a better thing I can do. I'm going to take the head end of motorway number 1 and run it up to here. Have these 5 purples swing into that, so now this business here is better supported. That, in turn, frees up these 2 purple houses there to voop in thusly. Do I still want to do the thing I was gonna do? I think I do still want to do the thing I was gonna do, which is admittedly a different thing. You go that way, and the 5 of you wind up serving that. That'll be okay. The thing I was gonna do is this. We're gonna take a roundabout. We're gonna put it right here. And we're gonna have these 4 purples up there. Hop motorway number 4 straight shottedly down there. So the 4 of you are now into the motorway, into the roundabout, and you are the 8, 9, 10, and 11th houses serving this circle, which is code for this fucking circle had better be fucking good for the rest of the fucking run. Next, as we make life better for all of the things, this green circle is pulling all of its house dudes over here, right? Hold on, you're actually having trouble. So I'm going to peel you 2 off of this. I'm going to murder and kill this entire enormous road. I'm going to swing this in like so. You go there. You go down here. You get off this playlist because it turns out you have lyrics. God. One day, I will be smart enough to vet the 600 songs I just dump in a playlist rather than mindlessly dumping 600 songs in a playlist. This is what I get. This is what I get for innovating. This is the thanks I get for improving the life experience of a... Just realized that I also am attempting to contract a well-known artist who has performed work for the channel to do so again, to do another new thing. I can't wait for that to turn into a disaster. I can't wait for that to turn into a disaster, is the title of the episode. Oh, God. Okay. It is an unfortunate quote. Listen, we're just... Sam, disaster implies, I don't know, man. Does anyone think that anything good is gonna come of this? Like, I don't even know what the end game, I suppose, for the people doing it is the establishment of precedent. Because, like, you got the guy already threatening to do it again, so precedent set, I guess. And yes, I realize that precedent in a certain way has been set a long time ago. The history of relations with the United States and South American countries whose leaders the United States doesn't like is, let's say, dicey? Dicey's a word one could use. Cooey. Cooey's a word one could use. It has been X minutes since the Goog referenced the horrors. God damn it, Goog. Stop referencing the horrors. They're very bad. That's why they're called the horrors. That's why they're called the horrors is also the title of the episode. I very much enjoy the ability to have multiple titles for an episode. It is sad to me that every time I run one of these A/B tests of a title for a YouTube episode, the results come back inconclusive because the sample size is so very small. It's fine. It's fine. This yellow will go that away. You'll do that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these go there. Jeremy! Good morning, Jeremy! This yellow, no, that's a pink road. That's not going to do anything. Okay. You come over this way. We got a whole whack of purples going up there, doing not particularly much. You are an angry beigeness, despite everything. Oh, and you've got a friend. Okay. All right. Well, your friend is going to get a house, and you are going to get punched in the mouth, my guy. Let's take I suppose we do have a whole enormous whack of beiges over here. Whack of beiges cleft for me? I don't know, man. Here. Let's do something stupid, actually. We're going to do this. And we're going to do this. And we're going to do a traffic light here. Hey, look, a PCTL. And then we're going to do something amazingly stupid, actually. We're going to do a roundabout right here with an eastern spur, a northeastern spur, a northern spur, and then doot. This roundabout will also have a southwestern spur. And then you come over here. Whack of beiges cleft for me. Title of the episode. You... All right. So we take these, what is this, 6? These 6 beige houses. We put them on motorway number 6. We feed motorway number 6 into the roundabout. We go up here. You go that way. You go that way. This yellow circle is extant. Do I need more roundabouts? I will take more roundabouts. I'm out of roundabouts. Being out of roundabouts and needing roundabouts are two separate yet slightly different conditions. So it's important to distinguish. Let's add another green house to the green nonsense going up this way. Let's add another pink house to the pink nonsense going up that way. This pink business appears to be dying for some reason. Hold on, why are you dying? Is it just like neighborhood kerfluctory? I think it's just neighborhood kerfluctory. Okay. There's not much I can do about that. You just have HOA drama. So, all right. Some yellows here for this yellow circle. This yellow circle is totally fine. This yellow circle, less fine. But again, this is just dude flow. There are too many dudes to flow in a way that is flowy. I don't really know how best to solve that. I guess I could like peel these off and then run them both into a roundabout. Hold on, can I actually do that? Is that a theoretically possible situation here? If I was to, let's say hypothetically, hold on, I've got a bad idea. Let me work through my stupid here. If we drop you there, and peel, say, right here. If we peel, say, right there, have, all of these, I guess, have to go up there. So we get some pinks. Hold on, I'm coughing. Ow. So if we get some pinks to enter from this and some pinks to enter from that, and then they meet and they go into a roundabout, and then from the roundabout they trickle their way up that way, is that better? That feels like it might be better? I don't know, man. We got a similar situation going on down here with this purple business, and I think I have a more intuitive traffic light based solution for this purple business. We're just going to peel a few of you, and we're going to have a PCTL right there. So yeah, all of y'all go down there, you go there, because like this roundabout is kind of sort of working, and this roundabout hasn't immediately killed everything, so maybe I'm just onto something. Actually. Let's see here. All y'all go. Let's keep an eye on this pink, see if that winds up dead. Speaking of things that might wind up dead, we got this pink here. Give me another motorway. Thank you. This pink here is presently not dead. You are only being served by 5 houses. That's probably part of the reason you're generally angry about stuff. Is there a way for me to... Hold on. Can I peel this green... No, I can't lower this green road like down and around at all. So I think what I'm going to have to do is... I don't know. It's calmed down now. Maybe I don't have to do anything. Maybe I don't actually have to do anything. maybe I can steal. Okay, so this purple's still angry. This purple still not terribly happy. All right, you're starting to calm down a little bit. Oh, and as soon as I say that, you go right back into death times. Hold on, are we gonna be good, purple friend? Are we gonna be good? Okay. Okay. Ow. Oh, hi, you've rounded yourself. That's awful. Let's extend this road up that way, and by doing so, we add another pink house into here. You, by the way, can take a couple more pink houses, go that away. Give me a third bridge, or give me a third bridge. So yeah, this pink business is, suddenly gross. All right, but we do have some helpful, generous spawns happening. This calmed down for a little while and has since uncalmed, which is bad. You can put that on the board. Yes. Actually, no. You just spawn right here. You get a little bit less traffic on this road here. Yeah, part of the reason these long roads slow down is there are so many driveways that it just fucks with everything. So, how do I solve a problem like these pinks? That is a good question, to which I don't presently have an... Okay, how is this business mad? Like, I understand that the road is long and the driveways are many. You have 9 houses. You have 9 houses and a straight shot road with nothing else from here to God, and you got mad about stuff. I guess we are over 6,000. We're approaching 5,800 houses, and everybody's mad about everything. But good lord. Speaking of everybody being mad about everything, that's my entire statement as regards these spaces here. This is, oh boy, dude flow is starting to be a real problem here. We got dude choke points happening. Yeah, this is just, I thought this was problem solving, and I guess for the moment it was, but now it's gone all rat-like on us, and I guess the way to solve that is, I mean, theoretically, it's to kill the roundabout, dedicate motorway number 6 exclusively to this business, and have this road go back into this business. But 1, they're not surviving that transition, and 2, this business couldn't live with the support it had over here. That's why I built the roundabout in the first place. So, yeah, I don't know what to do, but the thing I'm gonna do is bad. Yeah. Let's draw motorway number 7 for these 3 beige houses right here, and we're just gonna feed them into the roundabout and pretend that solves something. Hey, look at that. That solves something. Oh, pretending is fun. This yellow business yeah, you're also doomed. You can point west. That's ever so slightly more efficient. This green circle just got mad. I think something over here just rounded itself. I heard the something went roundy sound, but F that. All right, let's see which dies first. My money's on this yellow circle. Actual, nope. No, it turned out to be something else. 6,082 commuters over 128 days. That feels like a pretty good score. Honestly, I feel like we did all right. Top 2% in the world. Drop those GGs in the chat. Indeed, victory for me, your dear friend, the _Goog, over Samurai Sam, the horrible monster that he is. Let's come back over here and visit our dear friend, the Wordle. Hold on. Come here. Come here, the Wordle. Come here. No, I want you. There you go. Okay. There's a good Wordle. Hello, the Wordle. Jeez. All right. The Wordle today is think. I think it could be think. There's nothing saying it's not think other than the recently discovered knowledge that it is not, in fact, think. All right, fine. The Wordle today is, no, it can't be groin. Or brain, or anything that ends in N, because there is no N. So, That, at least, is good to know. The wordle today is broil. It could be broil. It's not, but okay. Oh, let's see here. We've got maybe the wordle today is daisy. The wordle today could, nope, there's no L in daisy. The wordle today is plaid. No, it can't be plaid because we already established that the I is not the fourth letter. The wordle today is lipid. No, because again, no fourth letter I. The wordle today is it's a good question. Pilot? No, there's no O or T. That's a bad idea. The wordle today is uh-oh. The wordle today is Limsa, because we're playing Final Fantasy 14. No? All right, fine. Uh-oh is not a boss in Hades 2. Uh-oh is a sub-boss. It's a skull room guy. Come on. The wordle today is... Well, it can't be guild because that's a third letter I. Oh, boy. The wordle today is... Well, it can't be limit. The wordle today is silly. It could be silly. The fuck? Okay, all right. So it could be dilly. You could be in a dilly of a pickle. It could be filly. It could be a lady horse. It could be, all right. The wordle is dilly? No, the wordle is filly. The wordle is filly. It's a lady horse. Okay, fine. All right, fine. Sam failed wordle today. I did not. Glory and triumph to me, the _Goog. Hey, this window's a little small compared to usually sized windows. Let's expand it to skosh and then draw some connections. Baseball messed with Sam's conception of how to spell Philly. Yeah. That's unfortunate, Sam. Hey, it's not like you lost a game picking competition with your dad because of a series of ridiculous bounce and jostles and absurd events, including the absolutely comically ridiculous ending of last night's AFC North Championship game between the Ravens and Steelers. That was a hell of a football game. Not necessarily in a good, well-played football game kind of way, but that was just a hell of a football game. Oh, God. All right. Let's see here. So, let's see here. We've got a very, And again, I'll say, So, versus opposite. These are like things that are against one another. End lurk volt. No. All right. Deselect. Very real, extreme, and brutal are all impact enhancer type words. I don't feel good about any of this. Yeah, no, that was horrible and wrong. Okay. Well, hold on. Like, comment, lurk, and post are all things one can do on like social media feeds or Twitch chats for that matter. There you go. Things you can do on social media. There you go. That's a true and accurate statement. An end could also be like an inning or no, okay. You can take 5 to like rest or something. Pole position is maybe these are all positions. Hold on. You can take an extreme position on things. You can take pole position. You can take the opposite position. Don't think. Yeah, okay. No. Oh boy. God. I don't see anything here. Manor, pole. Well, these all have homophones. Like manor, pole, real, and... Well, impression has like... There are multiple meanings of the word impression, but that's different from being a homophone. Which is... Huh. Yeah, I don't see... I don't feel good about any of these. Very extreme, real, and brutal. Didn't I just do this? I feel like I tried that exact thing. Yeah, I did try that exact thing. Manor, pole, real, and... Opposite vary versus extreme end. Yeah, there aren't any... No, that's a vault, which is a different word. Fuck it. One away. God damn it. God damn it. Let's get out of this game. Oh my god. Oh, the end, extreme, opposite, and pole is the furthest point. Brute. These are... Get away from that. These are art movements. I don't like connections. I don't really enjoy connections. I understand that we picked it back up at the request of our dear friend Clancy the Crow. I think I might have to say, listen, Clancy, we gave it a shot, and I don't like connections. Let's guess some time, shall we? All right. We are at a fancy Russian, maybe, statue. This is in front of the museum. Oh, that says museum in English. So, the Museum of Ohemii. Okay. That and that might be Greek. But, so I thought that said, I thought this was Russian, but maybe this is just like something a slave? Possible. Are you like a famous... Well, you're probably like a famous guy, but... Okay. This dude seems like he should be important. I think I might have seen this dude at some point, but I don't know. Oh, hi. Oh, I thought that was a German flag, and then I zoomed in, and it doesn't really have the shapes or lininess of a German flag, so... All right. What about... I don't feel good about this. I don't feel particularly good about nothing for nothing. Can I see these flags at all? No? All right. They got some white. I don't think they're just white like Trucy Surrendery flags, but they got some white to them. Could this be Ireland? I don't know, man. I don't feel good about any of this. We got that. We got this fella here. Oof. This is going to be a bad start. We are in Berlin, Germany in 1960. We are in Berlin, Germany in 19. Don't move the thing. This is going to be wrong. Prepared to be wrong. We are in Warsaw, Poland in 1968. You know what? I'll take it. We're in Prague, not Warsaw. They're opposed to the Warsaw Pact. Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'll take it. Next. We are at Torrefazione Trevi Bar. Okay. And we got a Farmacia with a that. Okay, so this is Italy. This is Italian. This is Italy. Also, fountains. This is the Casabella de something Italian. And if we're at the Casabella de something Italian, that's a good indication that we're in Italy. And if we're in Italy, we're probably in Rome. Also, hey, look, an Italian flag. Listen, sometimes I am a person who recognizes flags. As to the when of this, that is a good question. I see a lot of dark denim jackets going on. Dudes smoking in public. Weird. Granted, it is Europe, but let's see here. Awful mustache. That is a... Man, I wish I could pull off that coat. That is a bitchin' coat. That's also a bitchin' coat, for that matter. Gentleman in a fanny pack. Looks like he might be a mafioso of some kind. We got a lot of mulletry going on as well. Just general long hairliness. I'm feeling toss a dart at Rome in 1989. Maybe 1990. Yeah, let's throw a dart at Rome in 1989. Actually, watch it be like 1982. But we're gonna toss a dart in Rome. Hey, look, this is Rome, right? Dart. Oh. Trevi. We're not so much throwing a dart anymore. We're saying we're right there. In 1989. We're right there. In 1985. I'll take it. Good job, Goog. Next. Hi there. All right, so president and people are united. Congratulations to this guy on his popularity. Shevardnadze is Judah. Interesting. If you cheer up, you can get elected president. Oh, God, that sounds like work. And then there's this language, which I don't recognize. Okay, well, it's not Chinese, it's not Japanese, it's not Russian, it's not Greek. It could be Indonesian. It could be Thai. Could it be Thai? No, I don't think it's Thai. It's not Arabic. It's not Turkish. I don't think. It's... Well, today we're going to learn possibly how to recognize some okay. That's a language where the letters kind of look like numbers. Got it. What does this say? Oh, this is the something Maka or Haka. Okay. So you're going to do a Polynesian dance? That doesn't sound right. That's spelled with a K. Oh, and we got the Jeezy mommy lady. That's cool. So she's here. The fuck are we? The fuck when are we? It's both good questions, actually. Bet you we're supposed to recognize this fella and be like, oh, this is this guy who had this event at this point in his life, which means we're in this country at this time. But yeah, I don't feel particularly great about stuff. We are in... I feel real bad about this. I feel real bad about just... Hold on. We are in... No, it would be Arabic if it was here. It would look like Russian if it was here. It would be using, Western lettering if it was here. We are in... God. These look like Eastern European people. It could just be the black and whiteliness of the photo, but like these people in particular look to be... I don't feel great about anything. And given that I don't feel great about anything, I should probably just throw a dart in Central Europe and call it good. God. All right. So it's either Southeast Asia or Central Europe. Watch it be South America somehow. We are in... Ostrava, Czechia. We are in Ostrava, Czechia in 1970. Nope. We're in Tbilisi railway station. Sam knew it was Georgia. You were like, this is probably at the fall of the Soviet Union, but then you were like, you don't have the guts to guess 1990s for a black and white photo. Yeah, okay. Okay. So what language is this? Because is that just what Turkish looks like? Was I wrong? That's Georgian, which is its own language. Well, okay. Is there like a bigger language that Georgian looks like? Or am I just supposed to, if I see white people with loopy numbery text, it's the country of Georgia. Gotcha. Okay. Hi there. I was about to say I am in fact a person who recognizes flags, and then I realized, nope. Hi there, South or perhaps Central American children. Yeah, we're having a big celebratory day. Seems fairly recent and modern. Man. And again, I'll say man. Feel like I should be wait. Are you Sudanese children? Hold on, are you Sudanese? These might be Sudanese children. Could that be right? Could I have pulled that? Are you in fact tiny Sudanese children? Erg. Erg. Are there other flags? Can I tell other? No. There's I don't remember a country with a heart kite flag. Okay. God damn it. I'm gonna go with gut and say these are tiny Sudanese children. Which necessarily means that they're in Sudan, which is in Africa? Yep. I got there. I remembered a thing. We are in the northeast corner of Khartoum, Sudan in 2025? Oh, time guesser has been updated to 2026. That's good to know. It's 2010, though. And they're in Kuwait. But it could have been better. Could have been worse. Next. Hi, Dick. Oh, okay. Alrighty. So for this one, we feel pretty good about stuff. White people don't... Okay, so this is Richard Nixon, and this is that Ted Williams? That is Ted Williams. Hi. That's Ted Williams in uniform for the Washington Senators. So that means that this is we're in the ballpark of the Washington Senators, which I think, did the Senators play at what was for a while known as RFK Stadium? I think maybe they did. I think if we zoom into Washington, D.C. and find the baseball stadium, like if we just say it's at Nationals Park, we're going to be close. Like maybe it was in a different part of D.C., but yeah, we're at Nationals Park. We're functionally at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. in when would Dick here have been president? He would have been president after 1968, I think, because Kennedy got shot in 63 and LBJ took over. I think... Yeah, okay, we're in Washington, D.C. in 1968. That seems eminently reasonable. It was indeed 1969, and it was a little further up the river. It was at Kennedy. It was at RFK Stadium. Oh, well. Yeah, I got to think of when the Senators were actually there. I don't know when the Washington Senators existed. I was going based off of the, hey, look, it's a retired Ted Williams. So, that works. Final score is 32,319. That's not terribly great, actually. For today's Immaculate Grid, we need Orioles, Brewers, Mets, Rangers, dudes who played the outfield, and dudes what had a 300 batting average in a season. A New York Met, who had a 300 batting average in a season. Can I think of one who isn't a shitbag? That would be nice. A New York Met who had a 300 batting average in a season is... Clancy the Crow, resubscribing tier 1 for 10 months. Thank you, Clancy. Oh, you are late as hell to the stream, but you can catch up via the YouTube. Or I could just tell you now that, Clancy, I don't like connections. I think I'm going to drop it again. I'm sorry. Oh, I had a bad time with it today. Sam objects. Too bad. Oh, let's see here. For, alright, fuck it. A New York Met who had a 300 batting average in a season is Jose Reyes. I could not, in fact, think of a dude who ain't a shitbag. That's... I had a bad time with it today, and in general, I find that it does weird, annoying shit. Oh, right, David Wright. Yeah, I didn't think of him. I thought of, like, Carlos Beltran, and I thought maybe... Anyway. Dude who played for the Mets and the Orioles is harder than it should be. Kelly Johnson? No, Kelly Johnson wasn't an Oriole. We'll come back to that. A dude who played for the Mets and the Brewers is, man, for a dude who ostensibly roots for the Mets, I really don't know any effing Mets. Oh wait, a dude who played for the Mets and the Brewers is Tyrone Taylor. That's right. Find you something you love as much as David Stearns loves dudes who were good for the Milwaukee Brewers. Milwaukee Brewer who played the outfield is also Tyrone Taylor. But let's say Jeremy Burnitz. Jeremy Burnitz is a Milwaukee Brewer who played the outfield. Doesn't say they have to have played it well. Baltimore Oriole who played the outfield is Sammy Sosa. Dude who had a 300 batting average in a season and played the outfield is the aforementioned one, the Theodore Henry ball game. That'll be Ted Williams. Texas Ranger who had a 300 batting average in a season is hopefully, presumably, Michael Young. That feels like a safe-ish bet. Oh, God. Theodore Samuel. Well, details. Let's see here. Dude who played for the Rangers and the Orioles is also Sammy Sosa, but we'll just go with the layup here and say Rafael Palmeiro. Rafael Palmeiro is a dude who played for the Rangers and the Orioles. Clancy, game last night was insane. It was not a good football game. It was an insane football game. The Ravens got undone by the most ridiculous nonsense, honestly. They shouldn't have been in that position to begin with. They also got undone by the most ridiculous nonsense. A dude falling down, a dude missing a very makeable kick. Now Aaron Rodgers gets to get murdered by the Houston Texans, which is funny, I suppose. Good for him. Mike Tomlin will coach 10 and 7 teams for the rest of his life until they eventually add the 18th game, at which point he will coach 10 and 8 teams for the rest of his life. Dude who played for the Rangers and Brewers. I feel like Ben Sheets he tried to come back from his many, many injuries. I don't think he ever actually made it back to the majors. And therefore he was a career Brewer, and therefore he is not eligible for that square. A dude who played for the Mets and Orioles. Was Alejandro De Aza an Oriole, actually? Is that my go-to favorite deep cut Met? Alejandro De Aza? I think he was an Oriole. Alejandro De Aza, our go-to favorite deep cut Met. Former Baltimore Oriole. Oh, let's see here. So, Brewers and Rangers. Let's see here. Oh, Prince Fielder. Yeah, that was easy. I could try to think of a deeper cut, but take the W, man. Prince Fielder. That is an immaculate grid. It's also a triple-digit rarity score, so it's not exactly amazing or anything, but hey. Folks, that is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. This is our stream schedule for the week to come. It is short. It is tiny. It is also ambitious. For you see, tomorrow morning, I have to be in New Haven, Connecticut, and I should be back home in plenty of time to stream, but you never know. And then Wednesday, we shall do our usual gimmimimim. And then Thursday morning, I have to be in basically Albany, New York. And listen, that job is scheduled to go until 6, and the last time I was at that place, it lasted an hour. So I'm just kind of assuming that that's going to happen again. There will indeed be no gimmimimim tomorrow. We will be back here on the channel on Tuesday for Cyberpunk. YouTube uploads continue as per the usual. Check the YouTube and the Discord for all of that. And this is the end screen. Thank you all so very much for watching. Have a wonderful day and a goodbye.